Welcome back to Kingsport. Tonight we're starting up a new series, Kingsport 1962, which will be set during the Cuban Missile Crisis, October 1962. We have another great cast with a couple of returning regulars, and I'm really looking forward to bring you back to our little New England town where everything is just a little bit weirder than it ought to be. So let's return once again to Kingsport.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered.
Welcome back to Kingsport. Tonight we're starting the 1962 run, which will culminate in the Cuban Missile Crisis. But don't worry, everything's going to be fine in the end. We have another wonderful cast with some returning members. Well, we start with Agatha, who is playing Bev the Heir.
Yes, I'm Agatha, and Bev is the keywords that I chose for her were, I think, terror and desperation. So she's the heir, which already has those things kind of baked into the skin, where you have a bunch of siblings, 6 to be precise, and then if they die, then you get more powers. And your parents are like, yes, this is what I expect of you. It's to possibly kill each other and come out the best, I guess. Yeah, she's I think upper middle class. Her dad runs the cannery. Her dad is Eugene Hunter, owner of Hunter and Co. Cannery in Kingsport. So they're pretty well off. But I think she's not. I don't think she's very socially graceful to like kind of learn. I don't think she's learned how to navigate socializing within the upper echelon of Kingsport.
Cool. Let's go next to River, who is playing Wendy the Selkie.
That's right. Wendy is pretty new to the land. Her uncles own a boat, a fishing boat. They sell to the cannery and to restaurants and things. When she came on land, she adopted the appearance of one of her uncles and took his last name. And there's some BS reason that she's now enrolling in school here. Mostly she's just curious and interested and tested in a lower grade than her actual age.
Oh yeah, also, they're your uncles. They just have a very close relationship. Speaking of very close relationships, well, we got Seraphina, who's playing Mal Hamilton the Infernal.
Oh, hi, I'm Seraphina, and I am playing Mal the Infernal. He is a venomous outsider type with piercing eyes and a, distracting head of hair. And he has been chosen by a dark power named K, and has made certain bargains with that dark power in order to get things from them. He's lived in town for a long time. He's, not new to Kingsport. His mother is a devout Irish Catholic. His father is a local contractor. He generally sits on the outside of most places and is, dark and broody.
A dark and broody Serafina character? Hmm. Well, wonders never cease. And finally, Simone, who is playing Luca Prescott, our witch.
So, I'm Simon. I'll be playing Lucca when I haven't thought as much about him as the other players have. He is lit with wicked eyes. I know that he learned his magic from his grandmother, who used to be a silent witch, which I happened to see that was nearby on the map. And so probably his parents moved to Kingsport very early in their lives, and he lived all his life over there. And that's as far as I am right now.
That should be more than enough. Yes, definitely. Salem witches have a long tradition of screwing things up in Kingsport. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna open up the homeroom tab, and we'll just start figuring some stuff out here. The homeroom teacher is Mrs. Hilda O'Bannon. She is a German war bride. Okay, so they're gonna look at the guys that we have here, and I should mention we technically have a fifth player tonight, David, who I'm hoping will show up at some point, but if he doesn't, sorry. But let's get kicking off now. So looking at these guys, I'm gonna guess it's either Bev or Mal is the most popular kid in class, yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely not Bev. I decided to go with the click for Bev as the Poindexters. I don't actually know what that term comes from, but Bev was a nerd.
I am not really sure either, but
Does she
yeah,
have a slide
1950.
rule?
Sorry?
Does she have a slide rule?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Such a nerd.
It's a pre-calculator calculator.
Yeah.
My dad had one. I actually knew how to use one for a brief period of time.
Gosh.
Okay, cool. Brooding Mal, you are our most popular person, I think. So tell me, where does brooding old Mal sit?
Where's the door? Door's over there. All the way in the back left.
By the window.
There's a window there.
What's that?
But there's a window there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool. Oh, good. It begins. Let me think of a good question for you. What? Tell me somebody you hate and where they sit. I'm sure it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, right. Let's go with Betty. Elizabeth. Betty. And she sits. Oh, you want her to sit next to me? That's fine.
No. That was my bad. I'm waiting for you to say that.
She sits like 2 seats in front of me.
Right by right in between the windows?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate her. We used to be best friends.
Really? What happened?
The real thing that happened is that she noticed that I got real creepy and disturbed and called me on it. But as far as I'm concerned, she was hassling me and I didn't want to deal with it. And like when I told her to leave me alone, she stopped talking to me.
Take a string on her. I'm gonna take a string on you.
Okay.
So who's Betty's best friend among you PCs?
I guess it's me.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, she seems very uncool. That's apparently my vibe. And also, the other kid is new.
So where do you sit in relation to Betty?
I probably sit at the front of class on the very left, so in front of Betty. Bev and Betty. Ugh.
Yeah, we just won't come up with a ship name for that.
So what makes you and Betty such good friends?
I think we're just both the losers, you know? Like losers, you just kind of congregate towards each other. And I think we share I don't think we actually particularly like each other that much. But you just like from the stress of everything else, you just kind of are thrown together.
That seems worth a string on each other.
Cool.
Well, okay. Hey, Wendy.
Yes.
Where y'all sit?
As front and as center as possible.
So next to Bev, or do you have a desk between her?
I'll say a desk between just to space us out a little bit.
Okay. Wendy. So who in class smells like the sea? To you, at least.
I'm gonna say Connor smells like the sea.
Where's he sit?
Let's say here.
Cool.
And
What's his deal? What kind of guy is this?
I'm gonna say local salt of the earth type is the first member of his family to actually like attend high school instead of raking for oysters.
Okay. Scriber. I'm gonna give him a string on you.
Yeah, that's
I don't think you've earned that string yet.
no.
So no. Maybe you should. There is a Halloween dance coming, at the end of the month. Cool. So Lucca, how do you get along with Connor?
I think I'm doing okay. I don't dislike him.
Okay. Where do you sit, Lucca?
Right behind him. At the back, so nobody's at my back, and if there's somebody looking funny at me or making fun of me, I know I can look at them.
Cool. Let me take a look at some of these because these are good. Okay. So, who did you see making out behind the bleachers with Connor last week?
I know I missed part of the explanation about Connor cut.
Connor and what?
When you described Connor, it cut. I didn't hear.
Oh, yeah. Connor is kind of he's a local blue collar kid. And it's probably the first of his family to go to high school.
Yep.
Okay. A girl named Ginger.
Ooh. Where's she set?
In the front, maybe second row.
How about right behind me?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Works for me. Thank you, Agatha.
Or should it be 1940s names? That's where.
True.
That's a good point. All right, Ginger Schultz. What's Ginger? Actually, you know what I like is Ginger is definitely country club set. So tell me, Bev, why do you hate Ginger's guts so much?
Why do I hate Ginger? Huh. I feel like it has something to do with like childhood humiliation or something. Was Ginger the one that was making out with Connor?
Yeah,
What kind of guy is Connor again?
blue collar.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth. There's so many reasons I could hate Ginger. Because I wanted to make out with Connor.
Cool.
Yeah.
Definitely take a string on Ginger.
Oh, I get a string on Ginger?
Yeah, you hate her. You know a lot about her.
Sweet.
I, on the other hand, am going to give Ginger 2 strings on you. Just so.
That makes more sense.
Yes. Okay, so Mal, why is Sammy Francis the jock not as popular as he should be?
Because people say he's queer.
Whoa.
Hey, cutting right to the chase.
Going right there, friends.
How do you feel about Sammy?
He's real.
Hmm?
He's real cute.
Take a string on Sammy there.
Great, will do.
I'm not gonna give him a string on you. Wendy, what's your deal with Sammy? Actually, let me give you a more leading question.
Yeah, thank you.
Sammy sometimes looks at you like he can almost tell something strange about you. How does that make you feel?
Terribly interested.
Take a string on Sammy.
Yay.
Okay, let's see what we got here. We got some nice bees. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna start this round of questions. So, Lucca, who reminds you that you're a monster? It could be a new person that we don't know, or it could be somebody on the list already.
Can you be a new person? Where's the list of name? There we go. Bobby.
Bobby. Cool. Where's Bobby set?
In front of Connor.
Cool. Why does Bobby remind you that you're a monster?
He is very good with people. He can make friends really easily. Something I just cannot. He seems to have no beef with anyone, and that I don't like.
Got it. Big man on campus.
Yeah.
Take a string on him because you're completely envious. Cool. Mal,
Yes.
who reminds you that you're a monster?
I mean Betty.
Why is that?
Because she is someone who knew me really well before the Dark Power. And she sees the change, and so like I'm afraid she knows too much about me.
Awesome. Wendy, who reminds you that you're a monster?
I'm going to say Francis reminds me that I'm a monster.
Sammy or
Francis, new character, Francis.
with an E or an I?
E.
Ooh,
Maybe.
where does she sit?
Between Ginger and Betty.
Okay. Hey, that's not right. Cool. Why does she remind you that you're a monster?
So her family's upwardly mobile, which doesn't affect me. What affects me is that she understands how so much works here, and I don't. She's like the exact opposite of me as far as navigating school, law, the city, like any sort of bureaucracy. She just reminds me that I'm all flippers with this stuff.
All flippers. Nice.
I try.
Take a string on her. I'm not going to give her a string on you because... cool. So I'm going to put her down as going steady with big man on campus, Bobby. So, Bev, same question to you.
Sorry.
Shelly, are you wearing your trousers rolled too?
What?
Love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Sorry. Sometimes my English major comes out of recovery.
No worries. I understand that sickness. Who? Huh. Okay, I'm trying to remember who. Let's see. Sammy is
a jock who may be queer and light and sometimes seems to be quite literally sniffing around Wendy.
Oh. Seems to be sniffing around Wendy. Let's say it's Connor. Why not?
Why does Connor remind you that you're a monster?
I think because he resents my family. like specifically, I guess my dad, who owns the cannery. Probably like his dad was like fired or something.
Did your family buy his family out? Oh wait, no, you said Connor.
He salt of the earth. No, I think it's that his dad was like injured,
Yeah.
like in the factory, and then was just like, okay, bye, without any kind of like disability. pay.
Ouch.
Yep.
Hey, this reminds me. I need to do something. Cool. Let me take one little more glance at these. Okay. So Bev, who's the person that is what your family wants you to be?
Oh, like an NPC?
Yeah.
This is good. I will pull out another name. Oh, these names are so good. Gloria?
Ooh, Gloria. Let me
Yeah.
guess. She sits right next to you, doesn't she?
Of course she does.
This needs an old New England name. There you go. Nothing like callbacks.
Oh, it's the Baxters. Good old Baxters. Yeah. I think she's very she's actually very she has a very sweet demeanor. But like she done some things that like my mother has literally been like, she did this. You should do that. When I was like 7. So, and they're not great things.
Do you want one string on her and she doesn't have a string on you, or do you want 2 strings on her and she gets one back?
I think I should have 2 on her. I know a lot of dirt on her that she may or may not care about, but who knows?
Awesome. Cool. Wait, wow, did that happen? Looks like a shark. Nice. Cool. Wendy, what has Gloria done to your family?
And I forget, did is she part of the fish industry here or no?
She's definitely country club set. Let's say the Baxters own a bank.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is. I think I was going the same route. I think she purchased the lease for not the lease. I'm sorry, the debt
Mortgage.
off of my uncle's boat, and jack the interest rate way up.
Nice. Mal, what's Bobby DeSantos done to you that's pissed you off so much?
Bobby's dealt the big ticket.
Yeah, he's got 2 saints to your like -6, so
Yeah. Gosh. I don't know. What's he done to me that's pissed me off? What would piss me off?
Did he take away your girl? You have a girl or a boy or?
I think he flirted with you and left you cold.
Oh, I'm into that. Yeah, no, he flirted with me, and he's actually like he's mega straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even know.
No. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
all I thought was, what would Serafina want to do to that character? And it came to me.
Good.
Oh no, it you. Lucca, what's Francis done to you? Oh wait, did we have something with you and Francis? I don't think so.
No,
I
Francis hasn't.
don't have a lot of thing with anyone.
Well, then, we should fix that.
What has she done to me? I feel like she humiliated me maybe a few years back.
She what to you?
Humiliated me.
Humiliated, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, we need an appropriate junior high school humiliation. I'm thinking a dance. Here. I'm thinking a total teardown of whatever you were wearing.
Yeah, that fits the bill.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Now, we have 2 more things to do. Let's do backstory first, and then I will have a couple extra questions, I think. So cool. Hey, everybody, you have backstories. Let's do them. Why don't we start with Agatha, because yours is complicated.
Sure. Yeah, let me pull that up. I find someone terrifying is one of them, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, actually, well, so the first one is I've revenged myself on someone, and I give them 2 strings. Who did I revenge myself on? Who bothers me? Because,
I would think it'd be really funny if it was the witch.
Interesting.
That could be
They
great.
say kindness is paid, but unkindness is paid in 3s. So
Yeah. Huh. I don't. It could work. How do we know each other? What did you do, Lucca, that inspired me to take revenge on you?
I thought the witch was the one getting revenge on people.
Well, I revenged on you first, so you get the 2 strings on me, and then you can revenge yourself on my revenge.
Oh,
exactly. That's the fun
great.
part. Yes.
The never-ending cycle was nice. Okay, so what did I do? Who were you friend with in class?
My best friend is ostensibly Betty Neal, who sees through people to their real selves, apparently. With the losers. The Poindexters, sorry.
Maybe I wronged her. I tried to I don't know flirt with her, something like that, but I wasn't really serious and kind of went bad.
Actually, I think you became friends with one of my siblings.
Oh,
BT Dubs, I have
that's
a
actually
sibling.
fair. Yeah, of course. I need to love one of them for the moment they die.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options for you. There's Mary, who's 23, Ronnie, who's 21, Troy, who's 19, Debbie, who's 16, Denny, who's also 16, and Rhonda, who's 14.
I have just added a small note that Sammy Francis is dating Debbie. Maybe.
Huh.
Maybe it's Dennis. No one's really sure.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I chose the twins.
Okay. I'll be friend with the 19 years old.
Troy?
Yeah, I probably look up to him and like maybe he's even my role model or something like that.
Yeah. And I think you probably just like helped him even inadvertently. Or maybe you were just there when he and I think probably Rodney humiliated me at one point. And like you didn't do anything, but just the fact that you were there. And
That's
this
enough.
is like my family, my siblings shaming me, and you were there. I'm not okay with that.
All right.
What did I do to you? I think I'm a pretty straightforward person, so I probably just pushed you into the water somewhere.
Yeah, off the pier.
Yeah, they'll do it.
They tend to have parties at piers, right? That's kind of how these beach towns work.
Mm.
An hour into this game and we're already drowning people.
Yep.
Hey,
That's
he's
what
not
you do.
dead.
True.
The important thing is he's not
Fair.
dead. Okay. So you get 2 strings on me. And I guess they're sympathetic tokens?
No.
No, that's Lucca's backstory.
Cool.
Though I should mention, so as for you, Bev, take strings on Debbie, Dennis, and Rhonda. Your older sibs are more or less out of the house, so you don't get strings on them anymore. They have strings on you because they're older than you. Cool. Let's do. So it's both your backstory questions, right?
No, my other one is I don't think we established who it was, but I'm afraid of someone, and I
Cool.
also give them 2 strings on me. I think it's probably Wendy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why are you afraid of her?
I don't know. Why do you think I'm afraid of you, Wendy?
Sounds so stereotypical, but because in me you see a freedom you couldn't dream of. You see the possibility of choices laid out ahead of me, and you think, this kid has the world. But maybe deep inside you'd be paralyzed by that sort of choices, right? All your life you've had one path. That path has been terribly clear the entire time. Could be that.
Huh. So
Touching
like
on the existential a little bit.
So like because I am terrified already in general of a lot of things. Like, am I threatened by the life that you live? Is that what that is?
So like the thing with the Selkie playbook is that at any time the Selkie can retire so long as they have their pelt.
Yeah.
They can just go back to the Ocean Kingdom, never to return. Say, screw all this land people business. And that's what I was sort of thinking of, is like, you know that I'm here because I choose to be here.
Okay, I know what it is. I think I'm not necessarily afraid of you, but I'm afraid of you leaving.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So why don't we just go straight to Wendy? You want to do your backstory?
Okay, Wendy's backstory. I'm just scroll down here. You watch someone swimming, get a string on them. Lucca.
Sorry, I wasn't listening for a second.
I said I saw someone swimming, gain a string on them. I'm gonna say Lucca because I saw you swimming back from your incident.
That's nice.
Yes. Yeah, swimming, right?
Yeah.
Just some swimming
It's
between
what became
friends.
swimming.
Swimming, fully clothed, not ready for it. Swallowing water.
Exactly.
You know, the usual.
Cool. So who's got your pelt?
See, here I'm torn. I'm torn between uh, Demon Boy and Sith Apprentice. I'm a little bit concerned that Bev and I are getting a little fairly entwined right now, so I think I'll give the pelts to Mal.
You won't regret that.
How did I get it?
You stole it, supposedly.
I stole it. All
Yeah.
right.
But I don't think from me. I think somebody else had it, and you were
Yeah.
able to steal it from them.
Cool.
Or maybe I asked you to steal it for me, and you kept it.
I like the idea. Because one of my questions is that somebody thinks that they can save me. And I was thinking about pinging you for that. But also, like, owing debts, I could give you one of my strings and be like, okay, well, I owe you a debt, so I took this back from the people that stole it from you.
But I need you to tell me to do things.
I might.
All right. So, Mal, you have my pelt.
Okay.
Wow, you're just paying forward that whole infernal thing, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Lucca, let's do your backstory. Go back to the regular ones.
Right. So I've got 2 tokens on people, which are basically strings, but I can cast spells on you in addition to what they normally do. So I'm going to take a token from both Bev and Mal. What should it be? Mal, do you have like a cool code, maybe a layer code, something like that you really like?
Yeah, let's say that I like lettered for baseball and like I don't do that anymore. So I just gave it to you.
Oh, I was thinking of maybe like a button on it or something like that.
Oh, you took a button off of
Yeah.
The
it?
letter. The actual letter.
Yeah. Oh, the actual letter
Oh.
off the top.
All right. There's from base. And Bev, what did I took for you from you?
Depends on how you view me.
Your family, actually, your name might be pretty important. Someone might have stolen your student ID. You got it replaced, but
Did they have that during the time?
oh, true.
Bus pass. They almost certainly have bus passes.
Yeah, that's true. Since none of us can drive legally.
Sure. Sounds good.
Basically, I wanted something with your name on it. And the other question is, somebody saw me getting one of those and never told anyone to get a string on me. So Wendy, Actually, you seem to be seeing me doing strange things a lot. So Wendy, you saw me like maybe take the layers from Mel's jacket, and you never told anyone, so you get a string.
Okay, and finally, our friend the Infernal. You get to split out some strings, which means I need to put K on the NPC roster.
I'm terrified of K. So I definitely give a string to the dark power. Mr. Crowley. Yeah. I definitely give a string to the dark power. And the thing is that I owe debts, right? So I'm going to give one to Wendy and one to Lucca. So I owe some kind of debt to you. And then my other one is someone thinks that they can save me. And I gain a string on them for that. Is there anybody that's particularly interested in thinking that they can rescue me from whatever's going on?
Lucca. Lucca.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
There are other ways to acquire power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think it's Bev, so
Well, maybe I think I can do it.
Yeah. You think you can save me?
That might. That doesn't mean I want to save you, but
Yeah.
I think I can.
Or that you can do it alone. You know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you think you can save me, so like I get a string on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have 4 final questions. For this, you may name you. I don't want to create anybody new because I think we got a decently full homeroom. But I want to name, and you can also name another PC because I don't think these are going to be string generation questions. So number 1, Bev, who's built a bomb shelter?
who's Oh my gosh. I think it's actually Rodney, my bro.
Ooh. He Rodney's 21. Oh, okay. Interesting. So he's not in college or anything? Or is it not a good bomb shelter?
Yeah, we don't really know what Rodney does with his time.
Okay.
But he's still home.
Yeah, apparently this is what he does. He digs out a bomb shelter in the backyard.
That's what he says he's doing.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
Did you have that in the 60s?
Yep, we're back in the 60s, friends. So speaking of natural disasters, Wendy, Hurricane Daisy is currently pounding up the Atlantic coast towards Cape Ann, where you guys live. Who have you promised to give shelter from the hurricane when it hits?
Gloria, because I want her to owe me something. It's like the first mean thing I've done.
Okay, why don't I, since Gloria is kind of upper class, let me interpret this as you're going to come to her house and help batten it down. How's that sound?
Awesome.
And maybe you can stay. Because, you wouldn't want to blow off helping out your uncles by going over to some cute girl's place down the house. Okay, cool.
Especially
Lucca.
not her.
Oh. Lucca, who is the other radical in your class, or the radical? I mean, I don't know how radical you are. You're a beat, but that can go a lot of different ways.
Radical.
Yeah, the one everybody says is a commie or worse.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Sammy? I don't know.
Sammy. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Let's put his down as outspoken on civil rights. Yeah, radical position. People suck. And finally, Mal. Hurricane Daisy is currently barreling up the Atlantic coast. Who's asked you to go out in the middle of the storm with them?
Ooh, Connor.
Ooh. Interesting. Cool. Nice. All right, folks. That was a lot. Why don't we take a short break and get back here in 5 or 7 minutes or so, and then I guess I will actually put my hat on and go to work and do stuff. So, see you then. Okay, so I guess it's traditional that we'll start in homeroom. I guess we just should cast our mind back to the fall of 1962. There are no cell phones. Cars have fins. Jim Crow is still legally a thing, but not in Massachusetts, where you're integrated. John F. Kennedy is the president. The Russians are still doing stuff. It's kind of like today, except with more charismatic politicians. So a couple of things are on the near and far horizons for you. The far horizon, though, I mean, being, 15 and 16-year-olds, it's not that far, is the Halloween dance, which is devastatingly important to your social lives. And the near thing is Hurricane Daisy, which is barreling up the Atlantic coast. Historically, it will hit New England pretty hard. It's one of the worst storms of this time. But you all don't know that. All you know is that it's barreling up the coast, and that is bad. So, who knows who they want to ask out for the Halloween dance?
I do.
I invite you to begin.
Okay, so is this the beginning of the day or is the end of the day? I guess it's probably the end of the day.
Sure, let's do the end of the day. I actually like that.
Yeah, that's when people usually ask people out to dances, right? Casting my mind back. Okay, yeah, I go up to Connor. This will go well.
Really, Connor? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking with Sammy. They're just going back and forth. Like, yeah, I don't know about the socks next year, man. They're not gonna be any good. Oh, hey there, Bev.
Is that Connor or is that Sammy?
Yeah, that's Connor. Let's say it's Connor.
Oh. Yeah, the socks. And I think I'm like holding my books in front of me. Hey guys. Hey boys. It's so the Halloween dance, eh?
Oh yeah. The Halloween dance. It's gonna be I don't know. It's gonna be a big thing. I mean, everybody's got to get the costume and I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna go. I think at this point, Sammy kind of has excused himself. He's gone chasing off someone else.
Oh, okay. I look doubly nervous now. Uh, yeah. What are you? You're not going?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't decided. I ain't got nobody to go with yet. But
Want to go together?
well, you and
If you
me.
want.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Great. We'll dress as scarecrows. Okay, I'll see you. Bye.
Scarecrows.
Yep.
Yeah, scarecrows. Okay.
Bye, Connor. I like walk very quickly back. Actually, I think I walk out of the class to go home.
Mal, Connor finds you, and he's just like, hey, man.
Hey.
I think Bev just asked me out.
Oh yeah? What, to the dance?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you
Something about dressing up as scarecrows?
are you gonna go?
I don't know. She's pretty hot, right?
I mean, yeah, she's she's easy on the eyes, I guess.
You gonna go to that thing?
You know, I hadn't asked anybody. Maybe might go by myself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's cool.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
could,
think
like,
Sammy's got nobody. Maybe you guys can just hang out together or something.
yeah, like, yeah. I think Sammy's going. I don't know if he has a date, but I'm gonna.
Who knows? That guy should be getting all the tail he wants, but he's always off, reading Life magazine or something about, what's going on down in Mississippi. What the fuck do I care? Mississippi is long, far away.
I mean, I think it's cool. He cares about the world.
Yeah, whatever. I got more things to worry about, like, my grades are terrible and,
Whether or
my
not the
dad's
Sox
gonna
are going to
kill
bring it home
me.
this year, they're not. Just FYI,
The what? Not what?
the Sox, they're not going to bring it home this year.
Nah, they suck.
They suck.
They suck.
Yeah, I might go see where Sam is before he goes home.
Yeah, I think he got his car today, so maybe he can give you a ride.
Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna.
Yeah. No, I'll see you. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Wendy, what are you up to?
I I was wondering if he had a car that I could be sunning myself on when he showed up to go home, and so yep, that's exactly where I am.
You're on Sammy's car?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So yeah, Sammy comes out. He's talking to a couple of the girls. He's like, yeah, they're wearing like these little civil right type pins, they're definitely kind of upper class socialist types. And he comes out. He's got his book slung over his back. He's like, hey there, Wendy. You kind of sitting
Yeah.
in my car.
Oh, I imagine I'm like reclined on it, and I sort of like lean off the one side of the hood, like upside down, looking at him. I imagine I'm like in an old sack dress from like the Depression, but I've tailored it a bit to look like a sundress. There you go.
Ain't you cold in that thing?
No,
Yeah.
Sammy. You haven't asked anyone to the dance, have you?
I don't even know if I'm gonna go. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do, and some of the girls are talking about doing an action or something. I'm not really sure what an action is, but I don't know. It sounds important.
Why don't you just go with me then?
So, let me just post the roll for your party link in the sidebar here. Could you maybe roll plus hot for me?
Oh yeah, I can definitely roll minus hot for you.
Oh, thank you. Then this will be fun.
They have. Come on, wake back up. 2d6. Color blue. Roll. Oh, that's a 3.
Okay. Let me just look at something real quick, because we're early and I don't know everybody yet. Yeah. He's about to say something when Mal comes striding up.
Yes. Hey, man.
Hey,
Wendy, what are you doing?
Who, me or him?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Well, putting myself somewhere where Sammy has to encounter me before he leaves school?
Seems about right. Listen, Sam, I don't have a date for the thing. Do you want to just like go together and hang out?
I mean, yeah, we could like hang out and do stuff and like swing by the thing if that's
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
Can I get a ride home?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Wendy, would you mind,
Oh yeah, no, totally. Oof.
yeah.
I'm okay.
You sure you're not cold in that? Cause I mean, I'd be cold. What about you, Mal?
Oh, you know me, I'm warm-blooded.
Gotcha. Check. Checks out. All right, so they drive off. Hey, Lucca, where are you?
I think I'm still in class. If I could have overheard Bev asking Connor out.
Oh, yeah, I think that's definitely a thing that you can do, a witchy woman. Or witchy dude.
I had a question about the witch skin actually. Those tokens, do I have to wait for a move to give me strength to get tokens instead, or can I just like steal one in the backpack in the front
No,
seat just before me?
You can try and steal, and it's just, it may or may not trigger a move.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, he's seeing me in front of me, so he's probably talking with other people about sucks. I mean, so I try to steal away something.
What are you trying to grab?
Maybe like just a pencil like that he chews on.
Yeah, I think you just get this. He's
Okay.
distracted. He's not paying attention. You're probably fairly sneaky, so you just come up behind him and grab it. He probably maybe puts it behind his ear, and you just kind of nonchalantly grab it from him as you walk by.
That's perfect.
Cool. Yeah, so you totally have a sympathetic token from our good friend Kana. What else you doing?
Probably at this point, since it's the end of the day, trying to get away from the school without having anybody talk to me.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Since you
who's
put
talking
it
to
that
me?
since you put it that way, why don't you roll plus volatile for me here?
Oh, no.
Because it sure sounds like you're running away.
All right, so minus volatile that is.
That's entertaining then.
Yeah, the roll for a party is taking its time. Oh,
Oh,
10.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna get away. Cool. Okay, let me stick a pin in there. Da. Okay. So, Mal, Sammy's driving you along. You guys are having this great little conversation about, the socks and everything. So, what does it feel like when Kay gets in touch with you?
I think it's just sort of a shiver all the way up my back because Kay is always behind me.
Yeah,
It's really unsettling, sort of like there's a cold shiver.
you get that shiver and you just hear that dry, ageless, almost mechanical voice. Malcolm.
I think back at her or at them. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
The time is approaching, Malcolm,
Or what?
for you to start repaying the service that we have provided.
Okay.
A traveler is coming.
You mean like a hitchhiker?
You're more correct than you know.
All right.
You will look for the signs and render them all assistance.
What signs?
It's difficult for me to express them in four-dimensional space-time.
Listen, if you tell me to look for the signs and you don't tell me what the signs are, then how am I going to look for the signs? Like, there's a hurricane coming, and
Yes.
somebody might drop the bomb any day.
Of course, we're aware of the hurricane coming.
I know you're aware of the hurricane.
That is the whole point of the exercise. Malcolm, pay attention.
Is the hurricane the sign?
This hurricane is not a sign.
Well, then what kind of sign are we talking? Like a billboard?
The hurricane is useful because of the energy release.
You mean like thunder and shit?
It will make it easier for the arrival of the traveler.
You know, Kay, the vagueness is like endearing and all, but I'm just saying you could be more direct.
Again, four-dimensional space-time is not easy for me to express my concepts in.
How many dimensions are you used to having?
23.
That's neat. What's that like?
Complicated.
Sounds like it would be. So listen, give me a list of these signs I have to look for, and I'll look for them. And, if it's not out of my way, I'll help your dude.
I will ponder the correct way. There are not everything is entirely known on either of our ends.
23 dimensions, and you don't know the future? Sounds like it sucks.
Uncertainty is part of the future. That's why the traveler is coming.
Is the traveler as creepy as you?
The traveler is field training, so then again, so have I. But I haven't been in the field for a long time, so perhaps he is less, as you say, creepy.
Less creepy. Well, that'll be a nice break.
I find your idiom to be most refreshing. And you snap back to consciousness, and Sammy's looking at you like, Mal?
Yeah, sorry, man. I got one of those cluster headaches that I get. I'm fine.
You were out of it for 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, it's been.
You missed that Dion song you like.
Oh, I did? Damn it. Listen, sorry. It's just migraines, You know how it is.
Yeah, it's probably the weather and everything.
Yeah, like the air pressure, something.
Yeah, something. All right. So Wendy, you get home, and you can hear Uncles Rico and Terry having an argument.
Oh no.
So you walk in, and Rico just turns to you like, could you please talk some sense into your uncle? And Terry's like, Wendy, I'm just gonna take the boat out for a little while longer, because we can, nobody else is going out. We can grab a big catch and I'll be back before the storm hits.
You could also die.
No, I'm a good
Aye.
sailor. I'm gonna take one of the guys who's to be my mate. Maybe one of them Pembleton kids.
You two are great sailors. But you're not as good a sailor without Rico.
Well, what are we gonna do? This is a chance we could get ahead on the payments this month.
I didn't. I didn't come here to be with Rico just so I could lose you. Guilt.
Well, I don't
This
know.
sounds an awful lot like shutting someone down for me.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, why don't you roll it? Let's do this thing. How cool?
Yeah, that's 12.
Yeah, okay.
Oh dear. I'm
Well-
sorry, uncles.
Yeah, pick one.
Balls. I need to pull up the thing.
They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take +1 forward.
I think I just want to gain a string on him. I think giving him a condition would be really bad.
Okay. Well, look, Wendy, why don't you come with me? You're a better sailor than anybody. I mean, nobody'd be afraid of anything bad happening to you in the water.
Well,
I mean, you just bring the,
I don't have it.
Uncle Rico just looks at you like, excuse me. Terry, we have to talk to our daughter now. Honey, what happened?
We will. Confusing montage here, and so that now Mal has it.
Well, we should just go talk to him, right?
Oh, I'm sure if I told him I was gonna, go out on the sea with you, he'd give it back.
We could talk to him.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we could go say you took our daughter's sealskin rug, which was a family heirloom, left to her by her. Okay, you're right. This sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, if you can't even say it, how are you gonna convince him to return it?
We're just worried about you, honey.
I know.
All right. Well, you go talk to this boy. I'm sure he's a nice boy. He'll take care of it. And if he
not,
doesn't,
I'll
then we'll
just
go
eat
talk
him.
to him. I'm gonna go make dinner.
Oh, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bev.
having the daughter who's a living trash disposal is good and bad in some ways.
You're scaring me.
I'm going home, and
I know
I'm gonna go and find Rodney at the bunker.
Okay.
The bunker.
Cool. Yeah, you find him there. He's got power tools. He's reading a wiring diagram and looking up and looking back down. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, and as like all the way home, I'm like clutching my books and being like, "You did good. You did good. That was good. That was good. Good job. That was great." But as soon as I step foot on like our family property, it's like I seem less anxious, but like way more on edge. So I think I start like biting my nail, but I don't. But there's like a different kind of intensity to my eyes.
oh, hey there, Bev. Does that look like a splice to you? I tried to do it according to the book, but I'm not really sure, and I'm afraid to turn the mains back on.
I don't know what you're saying to me, Rodney.
I had to fix the wiring. There was a short. I mean, it was really dangerous. If I had been touching the wrong thing at the wrong time, I could have electrocuted myself.
Where could you
Oh,
have been touching?
well, I was doing some work on something else, and I guess I wasn't grounded. I got a pretty severe shock, but, I'm fine now. How are you? You look... You?
So do you, Rodney. It's this a big hole that you dug. It's good.
Well, it looks like a hole now. But, now that I've got the cement poured, we're going to see some really amazing things.
What is this supposed to be? Are you building a well?
No. It's
We
a
have
bomb.
a well.
It's a bomb shelter,
A
hun.
what?
A bomb shelter for when they drop the bomb.
We don't. They. But we just. But the video says we just. We just duck.
No. Well, yes. I mean, you should always remember to duck and cover, like Bert tells you to. But if the bomb gets dropped, well, then we're gonna need a place that'll be safe. So when this is done, I'm gonna have like 6 to 8 months of food. It's going to be reinforced concrete. I've talked to the Baxters. They have an old bank door they're gonna give me. It's gonna be great. No one will be able to get in. The ventilation system is going to work just as soon as I get the right filters for it. And we'll be able to just wait it out until all the fallout is done. And then it will be fine.
I see. So you're
You...
not
Hmm?
building the ritual chamber in our basement anymore?
Oh, well, that was just when we were kids, right?
That was last year, Rodney.
I consider myself much more mature in the last year. I think he's holding up a scotch as he says that. Look, it's going to have plenty of room. It'll have room for Mater and Pater and you and 2 out of the twins, Troy and Rhonda. More than that, and the food supplies in the air gets a little dicey. You understand, old girl, right?
Okay. I'm gonna climb down so that I'm like face level with him. Ronnie, what are you doing with your life?
Well, right now I'm building a bomb shelter.
No, what are you doing for the family, for the hunters?
Well, I like to think that I provide a certain I'm a spare, you know that. I'm a spare in case Mary or Troy don't come out right. Until then, I'm perfectly content to build bomb shelters and collect Hummel figurines like Mother likes.
I mean, this is a great ruse. I, you have everyone fooled. But
Rude. What do you mean, ruse?
you know that you're next, right?
Oh, you don't actually believe that, do you?
You don't have to believe me. It's fine. But you're the smartest out of all of us.
Well, that we're in serious shape, if I don't mind saying so myself, old girl.
You know I'm right. And everyone else knows I'm right too.
Listen, Bev. I mean, you know what Father says. That's all just nonsense. Actually,
Uh,
what Mother says. That's all just ridiculous. Dunwich was a long time ago. Our family's not that way anymore. We're respectable now.
yeah, I'll lean closer to him and like take a step closer so he's like maybe stumbling back against whatever poured concrete is there.
No, he's stumbling back against closer to the lip of the well he's been digging, but hasn't installed all the artisanal equipment. So, what's wrong, old girl? What are you saying here? You're you're looking a little creepy.
I don't creep, Rodney. Hunter stalk. And I'm like, and now like my hands, like, am I gonna be that weird incest creepy person every single game? Well, I'm doing the thing where like I'm leaning against whatever is beside his shoulders, behind his shoulders, so that we're like really close to each other. Ronnie, you're always my favorite.
Well, I'm very fond of you too, Bev.
Yeah. It's a steep well you got there.
So it is. What do you intend to do about it?
Careful that you don't fall. I guess I'll roll cold.
Are you shutting him down, or?
I'm not. I'm giving him an actual warning. But I think the way that I'm going about it seems more like a threat.
Sounds like shutting someone down.
Yeah.
It's going to be a roll, yeah.
Yeah. And I want to basically do the family portrait, which is when I show one of my siblings how dangerous I am to remind them I'm in charge. And then I get to choose one. Which I guess I don't have to roll, but
That's correct.
it doesn't say. But I'm rolling anyway. And I rolled a 8. I think I have 2 cold. Yeah, so that's a 10.
Yeah, I'm not really sure there's a die involved. But we can count. Yeah. So which one do you want?
Of the cold?
Yeah, the family portrait thing.
Oh,
Or did you do you want me to do the shutdown move too?
cool with either.
Well, let's do it that way. Let's treat it as shutdown, and then we'll do I guess we'll just treat family portrait as an add-on, and sometimes it can just come into play anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Shut someone down. He has a string on me.
Oh yes, he does.
Well, let's say he loses it.
That seems fair.
And I get one on him as my family portrait. And yeah, I'm just gonna like pat him on the cheek. It's chilly here. I'll be inside.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I think when I like leave and like I'm walking to the house and I'm like biting my nail, I'm like, you're weak. A week.
Is this one of those things where nobody knows who you're talking to?
I'm pretty much talking to myself. I talk
That's
to
what I
myself a
figured.
lot. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is not frightening in the slightest. Um, okay.
Yeah. Like I'm like filled with regret, I think, is like the impression that anyone would get from seeing me.
I would seriously like to put some people together, I think. So, unless anybody's got a thing to do right now, like,
I would try to seek out Mal.
you want to go find Mal? Okay. Let me just check in with Lucca. Lucca, is there anything you're up to right now?
I really don't know where to go. I guess I there's something I want to do at home, but that can wait. So I have no idea actually.
What about someone you want to ask out to dance? Because I don't think, did we get to that?
Yeah, I dodged that. Literally ran away from school instead of doing it.
That's true, you did. You have a thing with Mal, right? You think you can save Mal?
Mm-hmm.
That could be interesting to find out about.
Yeah, sure.
Or I can
Mal-
go find you too. Whatever.
Well,
That was-
where does Mal hang out? Maybe.
There's a malt shop. There's like a soda counter.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
What?
And Mal is hanging out there reading he's reading Baudelaire
Oh my god.
at the malt counter. drinking
Well,
a milkshake.
this could be good because Lucca's a beat.
Yep.
Are you hanging out with other beats?
Me or Lucca?
You. Is this-
No, Mal is like hunkered down all the way in the corner with this book, like in French, reading it.
Cool. Okay, Lucca, that's where you find Mal.
Huh. Just one
Reading the
second.
Fleur de Mal in the.
I think I'll show off my French.
Do it. I'm not reading the Fleur de Mal, reading like something by Baudelaire.
Oh, okay.
Something really. Yeah, pick a thing.
I'm trying to find one of my one of the poems I like best about Baudelaire. So I see you around reading. Well, I'm probably passing right in front of what we are in. I didn't hear it quite well. And I see you reading this. I just pop out. Like next to you, maybe you don't hear me, and say les jambes en l'air comme une femme lubrique, brûlante et suante, le poisson ouvrait de façon nonchalante et cynique son ventre plein d'exaltation.
Mal like lowers the book and looks at you. Is like magnifique.
That's one of my favorite passage.
I didn't know you were into poetry.
Yeah, I don't tell a lot of people.
That's cool. That's cool. You want a milkshake or a malted?
Sure. Yeah.
He like motions to the guy doing the soda jerk who like brings over the same thing that Mal has, which is just like a big malted milkshake. It's my favorite. It's really good.
All right, so I share my favorite, and you're sharing yours.
So what brings you down?
I was just passing by, going home.
You going to the dance?
I should. Not sure.
Did
I
you
don't
ask
know.
anybody yet?
No, I didn't.
Should ask Wendy.
Wendy?
Yeah, she seems nice. I don't think she has a date.
Yeah, I mean, she's nice. You think she will want to go with me?
I don't know. She tried to ask Sammy out, but he's probably not gonna go. I feel kind of bad.
I guess I'll try. I don't know. I really don't know.
She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
She deserves to go out with a nice guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for the milkshake, I guess.
You're welcome. Did you want anything else out of like chatting with me, or?
No. Like I said, I really don't know what to do right now.
Well,
Let's stick Wendy in the scene then and stir that drink. Wendy, why don't you go drink the milkshake?
Speak of the devil, and she
Their
walks through the door.
their milkshakes bring all the Selkies to the yard. So, yeah. So I imagine actually when you see me come up, because apparently part of this character still thinks she's playing Golden Sky Stories, is she's on like an old cruiser bike, and like tries to stop with the brakes, which are on the front, and like kind of the back wheel goes up a little bit, but then she sets it on the side of the door and smooths out her dress and then walks through the door.
So when you walk in and Mal from like the back corner like calls your name, all the other kids from our class are like, he's talking to her. Hey Wendy, come here.
Sure.
No,
Hey.
No.
Oh, hi, Lucca.
Hey,
I
Wendy.
stand uncomfortably close to you.
You want a malted or something?
Oh, no, thanks. I've already been weaned.
Cool.
I think I killed Cat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it might be that. We were just talking about the dance this weekend.
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah, I thought I'd ask Sammy, but that didn't work. I figured since everybody thinks he's queer, like none of the girls would ask him out.
Yeah, I think he and I are gonna hang.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not going with anybody either, so.
Oh. Are you into him?
Okay,
He like
just looking at you, waiting for
back with his book of French poetry. And it's like, we're friends.
Okay.
But what's interesting is that Lucca doesn't have a date.
Oh, that's a pity. You're such a sweet guy.
and I don't have a date.
Well, I mean, that's simple. We'll just go. It's fine. I don't have any costume ideas though. Did you come up with a costume? I'll get them made. I learned sewing.
Yeah, Wendy makes really cool clothes.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I guess. Cool.
Well, I'm gonna leave you two to talk, and I'm gonna walk home.
Mal, I came here for you.
Oh.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, you want to talk about the thing?
Yeah, kinda.
Should
She's
I
like,
be going?
No, Lucca, you stay here. We'll be right back.
oh, okay.
We walk out behind, like into the little like alleyway between the two buildings. What is wrong with you?
Everyone always asks that.
Well, it's maybe because you act like kind of a spaz sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I got back your thing.
Yeah.
Real interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
That's because there aren't many people like me, Mal.
That's really true.
But here's the thing. Like, you know the legends, right? You know the legends?
Which
the
one?
Selkies? The Selkies.
Oh, yeah.
They cover that in the fancy poetry books.
I mean, they covered that in the mythology books that are in my parents' bookshelves. But yeah.
Okay. So, as long as you have that, I'm yours. Okay. There's.
Wait. Mine?
I'm bound. Bound. Yes, I'm bound to you.
Are you gonna roll with hot the way that Agatha is begging you to roll with hot?
Is this hot? I don't even know what this is.
Are you rolling to turn me on? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
No idea what's happening.
I
think if
feel-
it's not clear, then we should just let this play out and see what happens.
Yeah, I think if anyone would be rolling hot,
I think it would be Mal.
would be Mal. Yes.
Possible. Actually, I'm totally down with that.
Okay.
So, Mal.
So that oh really was more like oh really.
Yeah, no. Mal puts one hand on the wall next to your head, blocking the exit to the alleyway. And says, "Oh, really?"
Uh-huh.
And I roll a 6. I think my hot is a 1. Yeah, so I roll a 7.
Nice.
So what are you choosing there, Wendy? Do you give themselves to you? Do you promise something you think they want? Or do you get embarrassed and act awkward?
Well, I definitely don't get embarrassed and act awkward. That's not really her thing. I respond in kind, and I put my hands on your shoulders and sort of dig my fingernails a little bit into your shoulders, and I say, yes, and you're driving me mad, not giving me something to do.
He like leans in and puts his lips very close to your ear and says, "Oh, really? I think I can think of something."
But then afterwards, you give me back my pelt, okay?
Sure.
Because I might have to save one of my uncles from the hurricane.
You needed to save one of your. You know what? I don't think I need to ask. So there's supposedly some like signs I'm supposed to be looking for, and I'm real busy. So if you could keep your eyes open for like weird shit that's happening around town, and just let me know.
Oh, I'll just do some horror specs. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Some what?
Read the bones. You know, rip the guts out of something and see what the nature tells you.
Sounds like it'll work. Yeah.
You, for someone who's so knowledgeable, you should have the weirdest gaps. I say, and like duck under your arm and go back into the malt shop.
Great. Mal is not flustered by that at all, pops his collar, and just walks out of the alleyway.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I've just realized that the malt shop should be a Friendlies. It's a callback.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's a callback.
So that was intensely weird. I'm sorry if we lost anyone in there, or I don't even know. I don't know what happened there.
That was so great. I'm so into everything that just happened.
It was amazing.
Okay. Here's what I'd like to do.
Oh, I'm so warm.
That's what happens when I flirt with you.
I think what we want to do is advance the let's do the hurricane. We got a little time left, right? Did you hit your XP move there, Wendy?
I think somewhere in there, yes.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, you wow. Yeah, take your XP. You're gonna be an XP monster. So this is part of what's going on. Connor tells you, Mal, that what he wants to do during the hurricane is sneak onto the Hunter property and, fuck some shit up and stuff.
No.
What? Why not?
Because I have no... Have you met the Hunters? There's like 20 of them. And all those dudes are huge. And also, man,
they're all crazy.
I don't do vandalism.
Why don't you do vandalism?
It's not cool.
Okay, we don't have to do too much. Just a little. Look, those guys are... They're sure. They put my paw in the hospital and they didn't do anything about it.
Okay, I don't want to follow your pa.
Okay, come on, man.
You come on, man. Listen, he puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "I'm a lover, not a fighter, okay? I appreciate what you're trying to do, but like, there ain't no way." Oh yeah, shut down.
Yep.
The peanut gallery demands it.
I think so, yeah. I think that makes sense. Cool. Reroll selected. No? Oh. Reroll selected. I roll... What do you roll with?
Cold.
Roll with cold? I think I might have negative cold. Do I have negative cold? I have a -1, so I roll a 5.
Oh, good.
Great.
You get that cluster migraine shiver up your back of your spine feeling?
Son of a bitch.
Go with Connor.
I really don't want to go with Connor, K.
The signs!
Ow, Jesus! Fuck!
Sorry, I'm calibrating this thing. Sorry.
It's so loud. What? Oh God. So what? The signs are gonna be on the Hunterland?
High probability.
I don't have to break anything, do I?
It's entirely up to you. Don't go to jail.
Dude, I'm 15.
You're useless to me in jail.
What if I want to go to jail?
Then you would find out what happens when I am upset with your performance.
Cool, great. Not going to jail. Gotcha. 10-4, 100%. Roger.
Cool.
Great. You know, I changed my mind, Connor.
All right.
I'm not breaking anything. I'll just watch your back.
Okay. I got an old baseball bat.
Really, dude? Fine.
Come on, it's just a baseball bat. If I wanted to do something serious, I'd bring a crowbar.
You are such a Neanderthal.
I'm a what? What is it? What is that? Is that like a car?
Oh my God.
Cool. So let's see. Wendy, you're supposed to go to Gloria Baxter's?
Yeah, and I didn't ever get a task from.
No, you didn't.
You did.
What was it?
Look for signs for me.
Oh, that's right. I needed to stare into the abyss in the interim.
What does staring into the abyss look like for Wendy? I am so curious to find out.
Oh, I trap an unsuspecting wild animal and rip open its guts and look into it. I mean,
I'm not eager to find out anymore. I'm so sorry I asked. Please roll
I
with
literally
dark.
said how respects.
I know you did, but please roll with dark, and we will never speak of this again.
Okay, did I cross a line here, or
No,
you just like holy
no,
crap? It's exactly
it's
what it said on the tin.
no, it's good. It's good. Her respects. It goes great. Great with kids.
Yeah, I like to think this is a family-friendly program. So with dark, that is a 7, so I just barely make it, and I get the best kind of visions,
The
confusing and disturbing.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess my character is sort of like Joy for Life is kind of bleeding off on me a little bit.
Who do you like? No, actually, okay. You have 3 visions.
Wow.
And the thing is you're pretty sure you have some kind of influence on which one actually happens. The visions are all basically the same thing.
Okay.
In one, Sammy gets struck by lightning. In one, Connor gets struck by lightning. And in one, Bobby Dos Santos gets struck by lightning.
Or Connor. Or Bobby. Okay.
And you're pretty sure that whichever one you're with will be the one that gets struck by lightning.
I see. Phones were a thing in this era, right?
Yes, yes.
I think I just will do it through a little phone call that finally gets through to Mal, and it'll be, so between Sammy, Connor, and Bobby, who do you want to get struck by lightning?
What?
You should look for the signs. This was a sign.
Between Sammy, Bobby, and Connor?
Yep.
I guess, I don't know Bobby that well. Bobby?
He is kind of mean to Sammy. And I kind of like Connor. So, okay. I'm going to go try to give Bobby a nice hug when the storm is coming.
Are you going to get struck by lightning?
That wasn't specified in the vision, but I've never been struck by lightning before.
Could you do me a huge favor? While carrying out this task, don't die.
I will do my best.
Right.
So how do you plan to do this? Because Bobby Dos Santos is extraordinarily popular and
Working on that.
okay. Lucca, what are you gonna do during this storm?
Probably simply take shelter in my house, in my room where I do my like Wiccan magic thing. Probably hanging every charm I know, everything I know about protection and things like that. I don't. Yeah.
And who are you trying to protect? Just you, or is there anybody in particular?
I guess I want to protect Bev if possible, because if you get hurt in the hurricane, I won't have the pleasure of getting my revenge. It will be most unfortunate.
Actually, okay. So you're up in your room and your mom comes knocking on the door and says, Lucca, there's a boy to see you?
What? Somebody's coming here. Who is it? Wait, you probably don't know. Yeah, just 1 second. I'll be right there, and I won't probably wipe. I was probably wiping blood on my end from like a squirrel, like sacrifice for whatever I was trying to do.
So sitting in the living room is Rodney Hunter and Debbie Hunter.
Oh.
Hey there, old fellow. We don't know each other. My name's Rodney Hunter. I think you go to school with my sister.
Yeah, I do. Nice to meet you.
This is my sister Debbie. She's a great gal. Listen, yes, you're a Prescott, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Your grandmother was from Dunwich Town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your grandmother, she shows up in our old records, family Bible, little black book of people to talk to. I just wanted to know, did she train you in any of her gifts?
Okay, are my parents near?
Nah, they're leaving you alone. Like, you play nice with your friend?
Okay, cool. I do a quick look, making sure they are far from the living room as possible. Go back to them, hushing. How do you know? Who?
Our families have had dealings with each other in the past. Don't worry about it. It's all right, old man. Don't worry. But time was that a good witch in these parts could be hired for the right coin.
Huh. Okay.
So what we were thinking is, well, what do you specialize in there, little fella? Do you do offensive magic? Do you do defensive magic? Or what? Do you brew potions? Poisons?
No. Nothing fancy like that, I'm afraid. I guess I reveal things.
Oh, revealing is good. Revealing could be very useful to us. So say, our sis has gotten a little off the reservation a bit, old man. And we're in the market for a little supernatural assistance in this matter, because if we're not careful, she'll help herself to a little supernatural assistance that's going to cost us pretty dear. Isn't that right, sister mine? Debbie's just like, that's right. In return, of course, well, we can offer you quite a bit.
What can you offer me?
Well, what do you think of Bev? Do you like Bev at all?
I'm about to say something. I just restrain myself. She's okay.
How'd you like a date with Bev?
I. Huh. Yeah.
So he looks at Debbie, and Debbie's like, yes, I hate this. Yes, I can do it. Trust me. She'll be like putty. Ugh. She's just looking at Ron, and he's like, what am I going to do? You know what she's like.
You're kind of scaring me, guys.
No, don't worry about it. So what I'd like to do is invite you out to the house. We've got a very secure place we can put you in. No one will need you to know you're there, and you can just watch out things and give us the old heads up if Bev gets a little yeah.
Will Trevor be there?
Who?
Trevor, I think he's one of her brothers.
Oh, you mean Troy?
Troy, yeah, sorry.
Troy?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Troy, yeah, he can definitely. We'll talk to Troy. We'll make arrangements.
Good. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I'm done with that.
Great. You're fantastic. It's so good that to have you back working with the family. I'm sure that we have a long and really fantastic partnership ahead of us. So you want to just jump in the car? We'll drive you out there right now, old man.
Oh, I don't like you saying old man to me. Sure. Well, let me get my things.
Great. Okay. The only thing I need to know is where. Actually, I do need to know two things. First, I need to know where Bev is going to be. Then I need to know where Wendy is going to be. Then we're going to cut to Mal and Connor roaming the Hunter estate.
Mary has taken to bed. That is where Bev will be.
Mary has taken to bed. Oh.
Headaches. There's something about storms and headaches.
Something about storms and headaches? You had nothing to do with this, I hope.
How could I?
Of course.
I'm not a witch.
Oh, you're scary. Cool. So you're on the property. So where is Wendy gonna be?
I'm sure everybody saw what I actually mouthed there after I realized I was muted. So what's supposed to be at Ginger's? Ginger?
Gloria Baxter.
So I think I will still do the promise to her and help her batten down the hatches. If there's enough time to case the joint for their vaults, I will do that. But otherwise, I have got to go to Bobby's house.
Okay. Cool. So, it doesn't take you too long to handle Gloria. She awkwardly tries to give you $1.
$1's $1.
Then you head over to Bobby's house. There's a bunch of cars parked out front. So it seems like he's having a hurricane party with a bunch of his friends. So people are kind of laughing and joking on the inside. They've got a stereo on. Some girls and guys are dancing, and he answers the door. He holds a bottle behind his back. He's like, "Hey,
hi there,
weird girl, Wendy, right? Yeah, Wendy. How are you?"
That's me. Yeah, I didn't really grow up here, so I'm not surprised it took you a little bit to.
Yeah.
What
are you doing here? This is a private party.
Well, it seems like half the people in town are here, though.
Yeah. But the half that doesn't include you. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Did you know that you're going to get struck by lightning today?
Well, he pulls out the bottle of moonshine he's drinking. Like, if I'm lucky.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
lucky.
You should not be here. So
But there's so much I could do for you, I say, leaning on the door frame. I'm always a blast at parties. At least that's what Mal says.
you want a drink?
Sure.
He hands you the bottle.
Smells like degreaser. This will be interesting. Revolting, I say, handing it back to him.
It takes a little while to get used to. Uh-huh.
I can feel it.
So, hey, Cat seems to be Kavanaughing everybody today. This is cool. Let's just step back from this abyss and then plunge over it. So the only way you have any shot at turning this guy on is to get drunk.
Awesome. I also have a +1 for it because I am following the instructions given to me by the...
That is fantastic, but you are going to take the condition hammer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So, yeah, you're getting drunk, and the hangover you're going to have from this is going to not just be an alcohol hangover, it's going to be a humiliation hangover, because while you're drunk, you're just not paying attention to just how insanely cruel they are being to you. They're doing that whole thing where it looks like they're being nice to you, and like, oh, come dance with me, and everybody's just making fun of you.
Yeah, I've been to middle school. I know how that works.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry to be dragging up horrible memories.
It's okay. Sophomore years, well, kind of like the early 1960s is still kind of the 50s. Early high school is kind of still like middle school.
Remember, kids, love your players, have trust. So moving forward into this horrible, slurring abyss, please roll +hot, and let's see what happens.
Okie dokie. So wait, the only way I got to do a roll at all is because I'm knackered. That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he has a type, doesn't he?
Yep.
Boxcars.
We'll take a string on him.
For all the good that's going to do, because he's about to be a crispy critter.
So you play spin the bottle. No, you play, what is it, 7 minutes in heaven?
Which for me is 7 minutes under the tree.
Well, no, he wants to do it in a closet. That's how you do it. It's in a closet. But you do have a string on him.
Oh, I don't like small places. Bobby.
What? We can't use my parents' bedroom? That's gross.
Okay, but there's beyond your fence. People won't be able to see us. Everybody's inside.
It's raining outside.
Oh, like you wouldn't want to get a little wet.
Ah, fuck. Spin that string.
Done.
Okay. So you are out there under the tree.
Yep.
And I'm going to cut away for a second.
Sure.
Sorry. I have to do it.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So, Mal, you and Connor, you sneak onto the property. The wind and the rain has really picked up pretty hard right now. You can see a car pulling up, and Rodney, Lucca, and one of the girls gets out. And they go into actually Rodney and Lucca go around back of the house, and Debbie just goes straight in.
What are they doing?
I don't know. Maybe they're doing some weird freak thing. I don't know.
What?
Lucca's weird. They're weird. They're all weird.
You're weird.
I'm not. What are you talking? I'm not weird.
You're sneaking onto somebody's private property with a baseball bat. How's that not weird?
That's not weird. What's weird about that? And he takes a swing at at the mailbox.
Oh my
That's
God.
not weird. Come on, it's Halloween.
He puts his collar even further up and walks ahead of him onto the property.
All right. I mean, we'll find something that they won't miss, but they'll be pissed about. How about that?
I mean, I'm not hitting anything.
All right. Well, we'll wait until it's like nice and loud, and then I'll start wailing on the garbage cans. Then they'll have to get new garbage cans.
Yes, that will be such an inconvenience.
It'll show them. It will.
It will show them.
So, Bev, what are the odds that you notice either Lucca or Mal on the property?
Sure. I'll say I noticed them. Let's say the property or Mary's room is the window is facing the front of the property.
All right. So yeah, you look out in the storm. You're like, what the hell is Mel doing out there? Mary is like, oh, I feel so ill. I must have eaten something bad.
I thought it was your headache, and I closed the curtains and turn away from the window.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I do get headaches when it rains.
It's true.
You know that, and you were so kind that you brought me tea.
It's your favorite.
You know, I saw you and Rodney talked for a long time down in the, what is that, a root cellar he's building?
It's a bomb shelter?
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
Yeah. But I saw you talked to him for a long time, and he came out looking worried, and you came out looking worried, and I just was thinking, you know, one thought sort of chased another around, and I just thought, well, what if Bev didn't listen to Mother? What if Bev was taking after Father?
I stretch. What are you trying to say, Mary? And I'm walking closer.
I'm saying that I do have a headache, and now so do you. Why don't you take the conditioned migraine? Because she's pluralized, right? That's the one that went. That's that.
Yeah. Is this your excuse? That it was I who started it?
I'm just letting you know that we're all operating on the same level. If you want to do this, if you don't want to let sleeping dogs lie, if you want to raise the curse.
I don't raise any curses. This is our birthright.
Yes. That's what the first Beverly used to say.
You know, Mary, you were always my favorite. And I'm gonna take a pillow from the bed and shove her down onto it.
Okay. Why don't you roll the lash out with physical violence?
Too bad I don't have any strings on her. That's a 9.
Which one would you like?
Let's see. um, I can become my darkest self. I'll read out my darkest self, and we like. I feel like it's a little bit appropriate. Treason. You've just this instant put the pieces together, and not a moment too soon. Those who feigned kindness to you didn't count on your survivor's instinct. Quickly, cleverly, before those false friends can mount their defenses, you must strike them down unerringly. You escape your darkest self when your paranoia is revealed to be unfounded, or when you push away those who care about you the most.
Wow.
So, here's what the idea I'm going to pitch to you.
Go for it.
As you're about to throttle Mary, suddenly you realize, Lucca, Mal, they've all called in reinforcements.
Oh no.
I know this. Everyone is a potential resource. This is what Father has said.
Mary's like, I will help you eliminate them.
Oh. So this means that I get to... So do I enter my darkest self?
Oh, you enter your darkest self. I'm going to offer you a string to let Mary live and go hunt your friends.
So that means I get to decide how bad the harm turns out, right?
You're going to do one harm to her, I think. Throttling someone with a pillow. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have a lot. She probably maybe has 2 harm, so it's going to take her a good way towards being dead.
What would it take for me to kill her now?
Well, you're going to burn the string, and if you had a string, I'd let you roll it, but you don't, so you're going to have to do this by lashing out again.
Should I roll again? Is that...
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You have to earn that extra harm.
Yep. I want more consequences.
Yeah, I'll go for it. And I will take that string, actually. And burn it.
Well, if you take the string, that means you don't...
Oh,
yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not taking that string. Bye.
Okay.
To that string. I rolled a 6 plus 1 is 7.
Okay. Well, you're already your darkest self, so...
That's true. I am.
However, you're going to kill them.
Someone else can get a string on me.
Oh, that's fine by me. I think I know who I'm going to give it to you. Oh, Rodney's still getting a string on you.
Yeah. Oh, Rodney.
Well, all right. Congratulations. You now possess the power of pluralize. I assume your family has plans in place for what to do when someone just dies suddenly.
Yeah, I call Father.
Okay.
Ain't you got a migraine now?
I do have a terrible migraine.
But meanwhile, you need to run out and go kill some people.
I'll do it.
Cool. Okay.
But first, after she stops struggling, I throw up.
Yeah.
Because it seems right. And I think I cry a little.
So, I want to check in with Lucca real quick, and then I'm going to swing back to Wendy real quick. So, Lucca, you're brought into the bomb shelter. Well, hole in the ground. And Rodney's sitting there, and he's lighting some candles, and all of a sudden he just stiffens up. You're like, well, old man, I've got good news, bad news.
Stop calling me old man.
Oh, I'm sorry, old sport. The good news is my sister hasn't killed me.
What?
Yes, it's also the bad news, because killings actually happened.
What?
Oh. Oh, your grandmother didn't explain about the Hunter family curse.
No, not at all.
Oh, well, you see, old man. Our family's a bit of a supernatural powerhouse. The problem is that the powers are distributed among the different members of each generation. And the only way that one person can have all that power is to kill all the other ones. So it's sort of a free-for-all.
Oh my gosh. I have
So
walked myself into.
why don't you hop on your little magic broom or spell circle or whatever it is that you do, and maybe tell me what my sister is doing right now.
I guess so. That I can do. Um, you're just gonna have to tell me. Well, just I'll be. Yeah, I'll be there in the corner of whatever that place is.
It's a bomb shelter. It's
You
going to
could,
be great.
you could have fooled me. Um, so I'll probably I brought like a bag with candles, incense, ritual dagger.
Okay,
Things like that.
if you could maybe speed that up, be great. Really great.
Yeah. Well, it takes a bit of time. Don't worry, not too much. So I set myself in a corner, draw something with a dagger before me, put on the candles, take the bus pass that I have on Bev, and I will do some hocus pocus thingy. If anticlimactic, I would say that.
So roll plus dark, I believe.
Pretty sure it is. Yep. Oh, okay. 13.
Goes off without a hitch. Great. Where are you right now, Bev? What are you doing? Are you stocking up on Mal?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm
I did
like,
want to gaze into the abyss while I'm here before I get attacked, if that's cool. Like in the interim.
yeah, I'm running down the stairs and I'm like wiping like tears and like snot from my face and also like whatever I threw up. Maybe probably just bile. I don't think I ate anything.
Seems
I'm
right.
like wiping it on my shirt. Running down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is great, Ryan. Yes. What does staring into the abyss look like for you there?
S-
Actually, I have ideas what it would look like.
yeah, go for it.
I think you sit down and you let that chill spread up your spine,
That's what I
and
was
you
thinking.
find yourself in the place,
Yep.
the dark room, and you look outside and can see some kind of green fern-like plants waving, and you hear Kay's voice from behind you. What would you ask?
Oh, I was looking for those signs you mentioned.
Have you seen them?
Well, no, I thought I might be able to see them from here, but all I'm doing instead is talking to you.
Look at the wall, and I will see what we can show you. Why don't you roll plus dark?
Yeah.
So what exactly are you asking for? Just so I know.
I want to be able to see the signs that Kay needs me to see.
Okay.
I roll a 6. 8.
Okay. Hold on a second, because what you see is part of what's going to happen when I cut back. So Wendy, you're under the tree with Bobby. All of a
Yep.
sudden, someone grabs you from behind and jerks you away, and it's like, "What are you doing?" It's Sammy.
Oh, hi, Sammy.
Okay. I'm less scared of that than you think.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be drunk, and you shouldn't be doing it with that piece of garbage. Bobby's just like, I'm hurt, man. I'm really hurt.
But I want to, I say, caressing the side of Bobby's face.
Yeah. So Sammy grabs you.
Sammy, get out of here!
So this is what's going to happen, and I want to see which one of you three want to do something about it. So, Mal, what you feel is this potential energy surging up from actually the place where you are, but at the same time, Mal, who's like passed out in a field in Massachusetts with rain pouring on his face, can feel it in the air above you. And you realize that if you grab Connor, the energy will discharge into him.
No.
Or you can let Wendy decide. But Wendy, if that's what happens, then you're gonna need to roll keep your cool in order to break the grip without things going haywire.
I grab hold of Connor. I think that like my immediate reaction is to take the thing myself.
Yeah, Kay's like, nope.
Yeah.
That would be useless to me.
Well, I mean, not to hurt Wendy.
Yeah. Cool. Take 2 harm.
Okay.
So Wendy, you break your grip, you grab Bobby, like you feel the air get all pulsed with electricity, and you see the lightning jag down and then swerve over to the hunter place.
No, I say suddenly.
Cool. So you take 2 harm. You see Connor lashing around on the ground. I mean, he just got struck by lightning. His hair, he's got burn marks on his shirt, and his hair is all stuck out. He's just jerking in a seizure for a while. It's really scary, and then all of a sudden it snaps off. He blinks once or twice, kind of wipes the water away, then sits up really stiffly and looks at you and says, I'm the traveler. Are you the one that's supposed to help me? And I think that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Right. Real for sure glad that I did that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My God.
Well, as long as Connor's not dead, that's cool. That's I didn't know him that well, so
I don't know if Connor's alive though, is the thing.
Yeah, that's.
As long as he still smells like the ocean, I'm happy.
Alive, dead. It's all very nebulous. Cool. Thank you guys all so much. This was fun.
This is great.
It's definitely, we're right off to a flying start.
He did what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you. Yuck.